Hi, I'm Penny Murray, and I wanted to talk to you today about the emotional side of success. People always ask me what was my motivation for writing the book. I would have to say, oh, my book, The Giving Myself Permission. That's a shameless plug, isn't it? But anyway, people always ask me about what was my motivation, and within the book, there is a chapter that I dedicate to the emotional side of success. And I have to say that when I first wrote the book, it was based on my own challenges as an entrepreneur. And as I moved through, and I ended up losing everything, as many will read in the book. And after losing things twice, then I began to question what was really going on. To make a long story short, I realized that I had spent a lot of years and money teaching myself or getting the proper training, the education, learning the mechanics of running and operating a business, being an entrepreneur, you know the whole thing, the market business plans and the market strategy, the strategy for your marketing plan and things like that. So I spent a lot of time doing that, but nobody ever told me that there was an emotional side of success. And after I lost my business for the second time, I started asking the question, what's really going on? Because on paper, I looked good. I had the credentials. I had the education. I had the skills. I had the knowledge of my product and the business world. But what was really going on? It wasn't until I stepped back and really looked at things. It's amazing how you have to lose everything before you start paying attention to what's really going on. And as I began to look at things, I realized that it wasn't so much the knowledge that I had, what they call the IQ of things. It was the lack of understanding or being prepared emotionally for success. So that brought about the emotional side of success. I realized that success really has three elements that are involved. You have the mental, the physical, and the emotional. The mental is your knowledge, your skills, your expertise in a particular field. And then the physical is the tangible results of that knowledge. But then there is the driving force that many of us pay little attention to, if any, and that's the emotional side of success. That's the third element. And unfortunately, that's the least amount of attention that we give. Nobody told me that there would be days that I would doubt myself. Nobody told me that there would be days that I would be afraid of making this decision, because what if I was successful at it? After years of being told that I wasn't going to be about anything, that I was never going to make a difference, after years of doubting myself or fearing rejection, really, here I was in business making grand decisions as to whether the decision that I made was going to determine whether products were sold and people were going to be paid. And that was critical for me. Not only was my decisions now affecting me, but they were affecting the lives of everyone else. And no one told me that. No one told me that there would be days where my internal noises from a negative past, in my book I call it the inherited weaknesses, the learned conditioning, where in a society that teaches you to limit yourself, to always focus on your limitations and never on your potential. And these were some of the challenges that I faced, and this is what I call the emotional side of success. So who's out there telling you? Who's out there helping you to understand and to clarify when you're being drawn into the quicksand of the emotions that are really weighing you down? Our emotions, don't get me wrong, okay? Our emotions are given to us. They're divinely given, and they're to help us to determine and make this proper decisions. But if those emotions are also filtered through or going through a filter of a negative past or negative experiences, then it's likely that those emotions are being distorted and you're being manipulated in the wrong way. So who's out there telling you? who's helping you to figure that through or to think through that clearly. And that's where I come in at. I hope you will visit me on PennyMurray.com or GivingMyselfPermission.com, and you'll get a glimpse of what's really going on. There's a lot out there that you need to know in regards to the emotional side of success. I hope to talk to you soon.